Hey guys, this is Dylan from Booster Bros TCG, and I'm here with a deck tech for you. Maybe you watched my buddy Todd's last deck tech. His was red black mid range. It's a really good deck. You should go check out the video if you haven't yet. But I'm here with Esper Dragons for you, and let's start this thing off. So starting with the lands here, I got 26 of them in total. I got 4 Polluted Delta, just blue black fetch land, and it's just nice. It thins the deck, gets my lands, whatever. I unfortunately have not gotten hold of Flooded Strands yet, but I would like to in the near future. Um, I then have 4 copies of Sunken Hollow. I'm predominantly blue black, so I need as much blue and black sources as I can in the deck. Yeah, and they're fetchable, really nice. And 2 copies of Prairie Stream. Uh, there's Sunken Hollows with a tap for white instead of black. I still need them though. Then we got 2 copies of Shambling Net. This card is insane. It's 3 mana 2/3 with lifelink that doesn't die to sorcery speed removal. That's really good. Provides more than sufficient blocking and can get me out of bad board situations. Then I have 6 basic islands. Kind of the core deck. I need double blue turn 2 consistently, and we'll get to why later. So need a lot of islands in the deck. Then I have 6 basic swamps. There's also a lot of black. Need double black pretty early as well. So I wanna also see just about as many swamps as I do islands. And 2 plains. I'm running some white, just not a sufficient amount, but still need them. Going on to the creatures now. I don't have too many, but starting off with 1 copy of Jace's Prodigy. I will go up to 3 as soon as I can, but it's an $80 card, and that's really hard to get a hold of. I actually pulled this one today in FNM, so that's why he's here, and I'll be getting the other ones very shortly. The budget Jace in the deck is Fathom Feeder. As we gotten back with Ojutai's Command, and it is a 2-drop. It surprised me drawing cards and it's a kill spell. That's really, really nice. It often also can carry games through late game, just ability to draw a card every turn and ingest my opponent's cards is real nice. I then have 4 Dragonlord Ojutai. This card is insane and cannot be. I can't have it any other way besides 4 of it. It's like I always want to see it, and when there's too many of it, there's never too many of it, because if it sticks, I just win the game anyway. And it often doesn't. 1 copy just doesn't win the game. It takes 2 or 3 usually. Yeah, just basically the core creature of the deck. Then 2 Icefall Regents. This card's very, very nice. It's blop a turn 5 before an Ojutai. Takes their turn to kill it because all the spells cost do more to target it, and fogs creature for a turn. That's really, really, really good. Then 1 Dragonlord Silumgar. What can I say? 6 mana 3/5 Death Touch that takes control of whatever I want. It's just insane. Really, really good if you can get a Guinea or some kind of really good Planeswalker, but really anything's fine. Then Silumgar the Drifting Death. This card's real nice because I can plop it and then swing with Ojutai, and although it does not attack, all the creatures still get -1/-1, so it kills some of their Thopters, when I'm playing Todd's deck, or just any sort of tokens really. And it's really, really good, and it's always hexproof, so it's very, very hard to kill. Alright, so on to the core of the deck, the instant and sorceries, the thing that make it control. It's off with the counter spells. I have 2 Clash of Wills. This thing's real good because it's a counter spell when I don't have 2 blue turn 2, and is also decent late game when I can just tax them on their spells, and even if they can't counter their spell late game, it can make them only cast 1 a turn, which is real, real good. And yeah, there's not a lot of great counter spells in the format right now that cost less than 3 mana. So there's that. Then naturally 4 Silumgar Scorn. This card's ridiculous. It's just a counter spell. If you have a dragon at all, which there's a lot in this deck, so it's quite often you do. And in standard, it's just ridiculous. It's quite the all-star. Protects your Ojutai real well and stops your opponent from playing Magic. Then I have 3 Ojutai's Command. This card has overproven itself, really. Be able to get back Fathom Feeder and counter their spells is real good. You can get back Jace too. The thing's This card's absurd, and I'm not gonna go to 4 though, even though like I could totally see people doing it. It's just really really nice. Now I'm going to the removal package here. There's quite a bit of it. Got one ultimate price. Never go wrong with it. Great instant speed removal early game. Play the reward in the first trees or whatever. Like it just stops that early play, kills Jace. It's really important. Then 3 foul tongue locations. Another solid way to gain life. This deck hardly loses to aggro. I just 3 foul tongue, 3 OGW command just to gain life real easy, and all these kill spells. Like it's almost impossible to lose. It's really really nice, and this card instant speed removal. It's great. 1 copy Ruinous Path. Like I don't know, it's sorcery speed. That's like not the best, you know. It's just kind of worse here as Anfall, but it's Awaken. That's definitely carried me through the games when I can awaken the Shambling Vent, and now I've got this 6/7 lifelink for 3 mana. That's crazy good. 1 copy of Languish. This card is really really nice. You know, wipes the board early game, doesn't kill most of my dragons really, and like I don't know, it makes your opponent just stumble. Like they've probably played a good over half their hand, and it's really really nice. Then we have Crux of Fate. This card is the supreme board wipe of the deck, for I can just name non-dragons. My board is fine, their board isn't. It's like a better Cyclonic Rift, I guess. Yeah, it's just a really great card. Now for the draw spells. This is also a vital engine in the deck, for if we run out of cards, then we can lose the game very fast. 4 copies of Dig Through Time. Now, I was kind of controversial in doing this, but it's always great to have a copy of Dig Through Time in hand, and you never don't want to see it just like OGW. The more you have, kind of the merrier, but you don't want like 4 in your hand, but 2 or 3, it's still fine, just gets there. 1 copy of Painful Truce. This was higher, but I decided to cut some, just although I have a lot of ways to gain life. Early game I'm losing enough life to where Painful Truce does not turn super good as more than one of. But it's still a fantastic card. Draw 3 cards for 3 mana. It's great. Now for the 2 unique cards in the deck. Really, really love them. We got Dark Petition here. Dark Petition, it's great. With Spell Mastery, I can get any card in my deck and cost it for 2 extra mana. Like, OGW will cost 7, but just straight from the deck, and it's fantastic. Get the board wipes, and gets me out of any situation I want, because it's any card I want it to be. It's a fantastic, fantastic card. Alright, well that's it for the main deck, and here's for the sideboard. So I got 2 copy of Duress. This is for, like, the Control Mirror or any deck that threats with counter spells or heavy instant or sorcery usage. Or, I guess, non-creature usage. It's just a great card. 1 copy of Dispel. This is mainly for the Control Mirror, so I can counter their counter spells and whatnot. Ruin their day just for a simple blue mana. It's a great card. 2nd copy of Ultimate Price. And the decks that I want to see it in, I want to see it a fair amount in, and 2 mana instant speed removal. It's great. 1 copy of Self-Inflicted Wound. Abzan's probably my worst matchup, and so I want to make sure that I have all the edge against it that I can, and this is a great way to do it. I have another copy of Fathom Feeder. For the heavy creature aggro decks, this really slows them down, just jamming in 2 mana 1/1s with Death Touch, so it just kills all their guys. It's like better ultimate price, basically. 1 copy of Flame Tendrils. Also for the aggressive or maybe token strategy decks, this works real well against Todd's deck with all his tokens and whatnot. Really ruins fun day. It also completely destroys Rally, exiling all their guys and making the Rally basically useless. The extra copy of Ruinous Path. This card's real important against some decks with heavy planeswalkers like Abzan. They run 4 Gideon usually, and it's real important to get those off the board real fast. And Flip Jaces are really tough to get through. 2 copies of Infinite Glaciation. This is for Red Green Ramp and Red Green Ramp exclusively. I can almost never win just because they just get World Breakers, and like they can just always get them back, and it's impossible to counter World Breaker unless you exile them, just because they can just get it back to their hand. And this card's just for them. 1 copy of Virulent Plague. This card's great against token strategies like Todd's deck, or like some other decks in the meta like they really heavily depend on their creature tokens, and this deck just ruins their day. And like, I can get it with my Dark Petition with Spell Mastery and just cast it for 5 mana just out of my deck, and it's really, really good at getting me out of tough spots. Second copy of Languish. When I really want to see board wipes, I want to see them a lot, and I want to make sure I can get myself out of those like aggressive, like wide swinging decks as fast as I can. So I'm gonna put in extra board wipes in the sideboard. 2 copies of Utterend. This card, you know, it's great in the sideboard. You don't really want it main board because 4 mana removal isn't the best, but like those pesky like Sphinx's Tutelage decks or other people who, I don't know, just like it gets rid of those things that my languishes and stuff can't. And then another copy of Crux of Fate, again with the fact that I just need to see the board wipes more, and this card's just really great, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, so that's it for the deck tech. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button, like this video. Still in from Booster Bros TCG. See ya.